Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for joining me with ArtSphere again today. For this video, we're going to be working on a new project that combines all of the other projects that we've done and introduces a couple of new mindfulness tools. What we're making today is called a Mindfulness Journal. And this is a fun way to keep all of your activities together, as well as work on some new skills and practice a little bit more creativity and art. Your mindfulness journal is a safe and private space where you can write your own thoughts, work on positivity, and keep tools that you could use whenever you need to feel better. For this project, we're going to need a couple of materials. You're going to need a notebook. This notebook can be new, it can be old, it can be reusing something that you've used for school, it can be a journal, anything that you have around the house that you can decorate and fill with activities and writing. You're also going to need some collage materials like magazines, colored paper, or newspapers like we've used before, pens and pencils, markers and crayons, scissors, and glue. To begin, we're going to be decorating the covers of our journals. Now you can see on mine, I've added a bunch of different things. I have phrases, I have pictures, and stickers and stuff. You want to make it a positive collage that has images that you enjoy, words that inspire you, colors that you like, anything that just makes it yours. Let's go on a tour of my mindfulness journal. Starting at the cover, where I've made my inspirational collage, we can move on to what I call the art gallery section. I moved to the first blank page in my notebook. I used an old notebook that I've already had from school and from taking notes in my everyday life, because you don't need to be buying a new one for this. It's whatever works for you and whatever you have on hand. So I began with some mindfulness coloring pages, because coloring is a great way to calm your mind down. There are plenty of coloring books you can buy, but I just printed some off the internet, and I will link some in the description of different ones that you can print out for free. From there, I made a section where I can keep the projects that we've already worked on. So I have my mandala, I have my dream castle, and I can also glue in the dream drawings that we did. The next part of the mindfulness journal that I wanted to show you is a journaling and writing section. There are so many different ways to journal, but I just wanted to give you two examples that make it easy to get started about writing about your day. The first thing is positivity journaling. This is a daily exercise that you do at the end of the day where you write down things that happened to you that made you happy, hopeful, and excited. This is something that I actually do at the end of every day because it helps me keep me from focusing on the negatives and more on the positives of my life. The second thing is doing daily gratitude prompts. This is similar to positivity journaling, but it helps you take a closer look at things that have happened to you and reframe them in a way that makes you grateful. So you can even be writing about challenges, hopes and dreams, things that are bigger than what happened to you during the day. Here are two different ways that you can write in your mindfulness journal. The first one is my favorite, daily positivity journaling. It's very, very easy. At the end of the day, you write down the date and then a couple of simple sentences about things that made you happy during your day. And they can be anything you'd like sleeping in, playing with your pet, doing activities that you enjoy, or talking to somebody special. I do this every day to keep me out of a negative mindset. The second way is to write longer phrases about things you're grateful for. I've provided a couple of different prompts to get you started. You can write a strength of yours you're grateful for, about something that comforts you, a special memory, even a challenge, and things that you enjoy in your life or the outside world that you're grateful for. Now we can talk about the 2 new skills I wanted to show you today. The first one is called coping. Coping is using skills to deal with events that have happened to us in life that upset us. This is when something has happened to you that makes you disappointed, stressed, sad, or angry. I've made a colorful, simple page in my journal so I can go back and remind myself what coping is and when I can use it. Remember, this is when something has happened to you, like when you get a bad grade on a test and you're disappointed, when there's a big game or competition coming up, when you miss someone and you're sad, or you get in an argument and you're angry. These are only examples of situations where you might need to use coping, but we have all been in these situations before. That's when you use your coping skills checklist. I've written down a couple of ways that I can cope. And you might also want to create a checklist for yourself because this makes it even easier to use these skills when you have somewhere to go to look at. And we've even done a couple of coping techniques before, like drawing or coloring a mandala, using your mindfulness jar, doing the 4-7-8 breathing, writing a letter, and writing gratitude phrases in your journaling section. And there are plenty of other ways to deal with events that upset you, like reading a book, taking a walk, like your mindfulness safari. Exercising is a great way to cope. Even simple things like getting a drink of water or getting a hug, stretching or doing yoga. And these, I think, are the 2 most important checklist items. You can ask for help from someone you trust. Coping is not something you have to do on your own. When you have a trusted adult or friend to go to when you're feeling upset, that can help you really deal with things that are very upsetting to you. And the final thing, that's the very most important coping skill, is to treat yourself with kindness. The second skill I wanted to show you is called grounding. Grounding is a little different from coping because it deals with feeling very strong emotions when you need to get back into your body and calm down your mind. Grounding brings you back into the moment, and you use it when your mind is racing, you can't focus, or when you're feeling strong emotions and you need to calm down. Again, grounding brings you back into your body and back into the moment when you are feeling overwhelmed. Here are some quick ways to ground yourself that you can write down in your mindfulness journal to keep for when you need to look at it. These are some ways that I use to ground myself too, so they work and they're very easy to help you get back in touch with your body when you're feeling overwhelmed and unfocused. This is a simple way to do this. First, you're going to do some 4-7-8 breaths, which we've learned before. A reminder, you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 7 seconds, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. I like to do this 3 times. And then I'll do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 list. 5, list 5 things you can see. 4, list 4 things you can feel. 3, list 3 things you can hear. 2, list 2 things you can smell. And 1, list something positive about yourself. You can do this by writing this down in your journal or saying it out loud to yourself or someone you trust. And by the time you've gone down the list, you will feel calmer, more connected with your body, and better able to talk about your feelings. A couple of other ways to do this is to run cool or warm water over your hands, carry a grounding object in your pocket, like a rock or a coin, to hold on to. And when you hold on to it, you focus on your body, focus on only what you're doing, and it'll help you calm down. You can also jump up and down and shake out the stressful thoughts, or say a coping statement like, I am safe or I am loved, to remind yourself that you are okay. Remember, no two mindfulness journals are going to look exactly alike because they're as unique as you are. I just wanted to give you a couple of tools to get you started and inspire you to make your own mindfulness journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to share a picture of your journal, make sure to email us at info@artsphere.org, or if you post it, hashtag #LoveArtsphereInc. Thank you so much for joining me with Artsphere again today, and stay creative.